Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Miss Phyllis George is in the house first today.
What's good?
It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a Well, I love that you're here first today, Miss Phyllis. My name is Brian K. McNeill, and this is
DrLisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for tuning into our podcast called Let's Talk About It. We talk about personal conversations here
Information
and spiritual inspiration.
It's a little bit of shenanigans.
That's what we talk about. Today's topic I think is very interesting. I'm excited about the topic myself. But it's called we're going to talk about how was your weekend, of course, and whatever else is on your mind. But our featured topic is late bloomers succeed. Late bloomers, people who bloom late, who didn't become a millionaire in their 20s or 30s or even 40s, okay, who didn't reach that mountaintop early in their life, but they did later, and they did have different levels of success later. And we want to talk about what that means today. How you feeling?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good myself. How you feeling, Miss Phyllis? She says good morning.
Late bloomers succeed. I think late bloomers bring with them a wealth of tenacity and experience. They bring with them also something that can be considered difficult. Because a lot of times when we're late bloomers, we're set in our ways. We've decided that some things are right versus wrong. That's right. Like KFC, he was a late starter. He was in his 60s.
Yeah, so was Ray Kroc from McDonald's. That's right. But what you just said was right too. Because they realize they don't have to spend their energies willy-nilly. They don't. So some people interpret that as set in their ways.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just set in your ways. No, I just don't have to chase every flight and every fancy. I don't have to go with every whim. No. I've learned some things. And the understanding of learning themselves, what's right for them individually, is a strength and a depth that people that are not late bloomers don't have. Late bloomers have, like Dr. Lisa said, they have some depth. They've been through some things. They've got the scars to prove it. And they're patient, and their smile is more genuine. All of that.
They're not always more patient now.
Well, they're more patient with themselves, I would say.
Right.
With themselves, not with the world. Right.
Good morning, Dr. Beverly. Late bloomers succeed. She says, grand rising to my favorite, awesome, beautiful family. Hey, Susan. Good morning. She says, good morning to all my friends.
Good morning, Susan Kennedy. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. I love the topic, and I love that the people that are chosen to show up in the chat, I love that those folks specifically are here.
Hey, Carmelo.
Today's topic is late bloomers succeed. Their life has taught them lessons over time. They've dealt with the failures. They've dealt with the feeling of left behind. They've dealt with the not having it happen. But when it happens, when they learn, when they find their place, it's better. That's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go so far as to say that.
I hope you had a fantastic Valentine's Day weekend. I'm so sorry I couldn't catch my breath. Jay, good morning from Jay says good morning family from me and Patrina. Hey Patrina.
And Patrina, I'm so happy that both of you are here. Today's topic is late bloomers succeed. Dr. Beverly says,
I'm a late bloomer. I think my patience irritates people. LOL.
But it tickles her. She put LOL on it. And Miss Phyllis says, happy Monday to you. That's right. Valentine's Day was what I wanted. You know, I had breakfast with my wife and my mom. That's all I needed. And I didn't need to do anything else. I didn't want to do anything else. The weather was fine. You know, I had a cigar. I'm good. Okay. Did you miss anything on Valentine's Day? You sure? You're not just saying that because we're in public.
No. I know you better go out and get my candy today.
That's right. Today is to pick up Valentine's candy at a discount day. I hope it's at a discount day.
Hey, Julie Ray, we haven't seen you in a good little minute.
But I'm
Julie
happy
Ray
that you're here.
Hamilton.
Julie Ray Hamilton, I'm happy that you're here right now because we're talking about late bloomers succeed. There's things you learn when you get to late in your life. Later in your life. I'm talking about 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I'm thinking these ages from 50 to 70, what you learned, what life has taught you. Dr. George Frazier said to us one time, the first 50 years of your life are for learning. That's what they're for. Don't go by the results of that. The first 50 years of your life is for learning, but the after 50 years are for earning. And he describes the three most profitable decades of your life, but all three of those profitable decades happen after age 50.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
I thought it was interesting. It was life changing for me. I learned that when I was 53 years old.
So you was just a baby.
Right. That's how I took it. It encouraged me. I was 53 years old when I heard him say these words. I'm now 58, so I've been living with these words for 5 years now, and I think they're true.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. How do you feel about late bloomers' success? How do you feel about your envisioning your life in the mindset that late bloomers succeed? Late bloomers have a different kind of success as well.
Mm-hmm. It is different. And as you were talking, baby, I was just thinking, what things can we think about in nature that bloom late? There's certain flowers that stay dormant for a long time, but when they bloom, they have the most radiant colors, the most pretty flowers that take a long time to bloom.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked many times on this podcast about the bamboo tree. The farmers that plant bamboo trees, they plant them and they soak it in water. Okay, and they keep it covered and they keep it nurtured, and a whole year later, nothing's happened with that bamboo tree.
Mm-hmm.
Year two, they keep it wet, they keep it soaked, they keep it nurtured. Nothing happens in year two. Nothing happens in year three. Nothing happens in year four. 4 years of them nurturing this plant. Nothing happened. Year five. And in the fifth year, that bamboo tree shoots through the water soaked ground and grows 90 feet in 50 years. 90 feet up into the air. It took 5 years for it to break ground. Now, a lot of people think nothing is happening
Mm-hmm.
in year 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Absolutely. Susan says, I'm completely growing my business for 50 plus entrepreneurs.
Love it, Susan. Susan, I love what you're doing with your AI business for 50 plus entrepreneurs. I love it. I love your mission, Susan, and I love your enthusiasm for it, and I want to be in supportive of you. Love it.
Good morning, sister.
Author Lynette is in the house.
She said, good morning, but not on this show for little girls, LOL.
See what I mean? See what I mean, Lynette? That's what you got to do. Late bloomers. What's your thoughts, though? We think late bloomers succeed is a wonderful concept. Late bloomers. It didn't happen in your 20s, okay, or your 30s like it happened for your friends, or at least so it seems. Some people have success early, but no peace. They have no peace. They have uh, all they could do is to keep the facade up. Okay, but the late bloomers don't have to worry about a facade. They care less about a facade, a lot less about the facade.
Susan says, Brian, I want to set up a short meeting to get your thoughts on what I'm doing.
All you got to do is schedule it. To get my calendar, calendly.com/BK McNeill, McNeill. If someone puts that in the chat, be wonderful. Calendly.com. I am accessible. I'm accessible. There it is right there. Bam. Put it in the chat on okay, because they can't click that way. But anyway, but if you schedule the time with me, I'm willing to talk. Entrepreneurs, I will tell you again, the single most profitable use of your minutes, the single most profitable use of your time is actually talking to somebody, a living, breathing person where where they can talk back. That's the most profitable minutes you have.
Author Lynette says, I'm just trying to get back some type of balance on my flow, just trying to stay focused, and it's very hard. It can be.
Author Lynette, for the past year, your job has been to heal. For about a year, your job was healing. And a lot of people that have been sick for a long time and going through things in the hospital, in and out of the hospital, that's very high stress. Okay. You go into the hospital, you come back out, that's high stress. And dealing with the high stress and the dealing with I should be oh my gosh. I lived that with a good friend of mine. He felt like he should be more productive for his family. He felt guilty about not bringing in money, but he was sick. He was really sick. He was in the hospital. He was on the chemo, but he still felt guilt. It was pressing him down, y'all. I'm telling you, as a man, it was killing him that he couldn't bring in dollars. But his job, no matter what I said, look, homie, your job now is not that. Your job, you have to lean on somebody now. Now you have to lean on the wife and the children and all that. The children are grown. Your job is to heal.
Author Lynette said, those 3 months have gotten me all
Hasn't
over, haven't, those 3 months haven't gotten me all over the place being down. I get it.
as it hasn't gotten her all over the place being down. So it hasn't made her down all over the place. That's how I'm perceiving that. But you're not the type of person to be down all the time. You're just not. I've heard you give a talk the first day we met her. She gave an encouraging word to women, same day that you spoke to. So you know how to encourage others, and sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Come on, just like you would do somebody else.
Absolutely. I think that does come with it. Encouragement is a big element of success,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a difficult one to navigate. It really is.
Last night I've gotten into this series called The Lincoln Lawyer, and I just finished season 2, and I'm hooked. Okay, um, go ahead, read Dr. Verse,
Dr.
please.
Beverly says, I'm glad I wasn't ready
Because I wasn't. I'm glad because I wasn't.
and I didn't have the confidence or the knowledge that I have today. Definitely didn't
I
have.
definitely, I definitely don't have the strength of wisdom to make good decisions that will define my walk instead of cripple my path. I have an intention without fear. I maneuver with legacy in mind. My now mindset is better for passion. Amen. I applaud all of that. And Dr. Red also loves the Lincoln Lawyer. But there was this moment last night where he had put together a really good case and he was going to win, but he was nervous. He was very nervous too. Okay. He was thinking it could go this way or that way. And he was in the elevator with this lady and she goes, well, I know you don't need a pep talk or anything like that because, you did a good job. He goes, well, I know I did a good job, but I could still use that pep talk. And she goes, well, you're going to go in there and win because you are Mickey Holler. And Mickey Holler wins. That's what he does. She only spoke for like 20 seconds to give him a pep talk. He was wise enough to know, even though he's good, even though he did all his work, he was about to go into a courtroom where he had to have it right on his face. He had to have his words right. I could use that pep talk right before I go in there. So it does matter.
Carmela says, I agree with Dr. Beverly
Dr.
100%.
Deborah.
It was Dr. Beverly who
But she
said
wrote
it.
Dr. Deborah.
I know, but that's not what she meant.
Okay.
I agree with Dr. Beverly 100%. I did exactly how I felt, not confident when I was younger.
Yeah.
Amen. Author Lynette says, I have a great accountability partner and we talk and I get those advice from those and nothing happened. I know that it's inside of me. I'm praying and I'm going to knock this feeling, lock this feeling at the ballpark. I'm still trying to feel my way around. Thank you, Susan, for putting Brian's
but
link in there.
Dr. Beverly, Author Lynette, I feel you. I feel you, but you still draw an air in your body. And I'm here to tell you today, late bloomers succeed. All those days you feel like you're finding your way. That's common. That's typical. They late bloomers, they feel like they spent years trying to find their way. They tried this and nothing stuck, at least to the level that they wanted it to stick. But there's stuff going on. You are developing depth within yourself. You're developing root structures, and it's going to give you wisdom that people younger than you that didn't go through that feeling that you did, they don't have. You'll have depth that they don't have. Thank you, so thank you, Susan Kennedy. That's the link right there. All you gotta do is schedule it. And I'm in a high vibration time of my life. Tonight at 8 p.m. If you didn't see it yet on my page, we're doing Monday Night Sales Mastery. Woo, woo, woo. Monday Night Sales Mastery is one of the best things I've ever decided to do in my life because the brain power in that room, I learned so much from the community of that room. Monday Night Sales Power, Monday Night Sales Mastery is an idea because entrepreneurs don't get consistent sales training and networking on a high level. So it's just an opportunity for us to gather as entrepreneurs to get a little bit sharpening of the axe, sharpening of the axe. Twice a month we host this, and we've been doing it since December of 2024. Really? I've been doing it since 2024? Yes, since December 2024, twice a month. But tonight the topic is the sales process. It's not an event, it's the process. Let's catch up. Scroll up so we can catch up.
Dr. I got it, baby. Dr. Beverly says that's a compliment being called Dr. Deborah because she's a strategist and a great coach. Moi. Moi. Mm-hmm. Susan says have your links for sales power and gender specific groups on Tuesday changed. There are different links. There are different links on on both Monday and Tuesday because Monday is twice a month. Mm-hmm. And Tuesday is also twice a month, and there are separate groups for women and men. We'll make sure that those go out.
We'll make a post after we get off of here on my page and on DrLisa's page with the links, all of them, so it can be easy. Okay, we want to make it easy. And you, entrepreneurial friends, that's another thing, Susan. In your business, especially your new business venture, you want to make it easy as you can for people to do business with you. That's the new A in the new ABCs of selling. Is it easy for them to work with you?
Susan said I saw a post that had a link in it from a Zoom link from Brian. Mm-hmm. Yes, the men meet via Zoom on Tuesday nights, and that's what that link was. And she goes on to say, perfecto. Carmelo says, my apologies for the confusion. I think highly of both Dr. Beverly and Dr. Deborah.
As well, you should, because they both are champions. They're absolute champions. What's up with Dr. Deborah? This is like 2 times I can think of when she's not in the room, but she's conspicuous.
Listen, I had cleared my plate and now it's only focused on my book, my notary business, and restarted my podcast. I will no longer have my plate overflow. Amen. I put things in perspective. I just don't think the
thing anymore. I love all of that, author of that, because that sounds like to me a late bloomer maturity thought. A maturity thought. I don't have to have a full plate with all the activities. I'm gonna focus on my thing, and that's the other key. My thing.
That's right, Sister Susan. They both are amazing. Absolutely.
They are that, and so are you, Susan. So are you. I want you to embrace that. Embrace that. So are you, that person who has not decided to say anything in the chat. Just think about what it took from you to go from the womb to the chair you're sitting in right now. That's an amazing journey. Amazing journey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So this is the Monday after
Valentine's.
The Monday after Valentine's. You just wanted to say.
And you had Lynn on your face. Yes, that's it.
The Monday after Valentine's, and hopefully you had some time to share with your loved ones and your family. You don't need a date. You don't need a special date on the calendar to enjoy your loved ones and your family.
Hello, Miss Farrah Campbell. How you doing? Now we do shout you out. She says, "Great morning, family." Now see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
What's good?
How many times you seen Farrah Campbell in this room? But she didn't. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She came in here and says, "Great morning, family."
What's good? What's good?
That's what I'm talking. Farrah, today's topic is late bloomers succeed. We do want to hear about your weekend if you have anything you want to share, but we're thinking about what happens with late bloomers. They learn some stuff over their life, their depth. Uzama, I really want your thoughts on this topic too.
He said he cleared his plate in 2026 as well. Dr. Beverly goes on to write a book for me.
Okay.
Being a late bloomer can be incredibly liberating.
Come on.
It has allowed me to focus on personal growth without external pressures, and I can take time figuring out what really resonates with me and self awareness that I have found with love, with loving myself, has a meaningful pursuit. Being a late bloomer has also brought a unique perspective because the timelines that I follow now are not traditional. I have been exploring unconventional paths and very innovative way. Besides, this journey has been.
I'm sure. Thank you, Dr. Bevan. When you write a book, it's hard to get it all in one thing, but we'll do our best with it. Uzama Ross says, I cleared my plate in 2026 as well. Amen. And Ernest James Usher from the UK says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Brother Ernest. How you doing? Dr. Belly says,
no apologies, beautiful. We all family here.
Amen.
Amen. Parents says we have to change our mindset. It's never too late for anything.
Amen. Thank you for saying that, Farrah. As we were reading Dr. Beverly's thought, another thought came to me. Please, ma'am, please, sir, find it within yourself or get some help with it if you need to. But please forgive yourself for some of the decisions you made in the past. I've recently had a wonderful experience with my wife where I had to confess and figure out a way to forgive myself for bad decisions I made, or poor decisions, or decisions that turned out to not be right based upon the limited information I had that I made in my youth. I would still feel guilty about decisions I made in my youth. I'm talking about before age 20. I was feeling guilty about these decisions. But I was a kid then making grown man decisions, and I made some mistakes with it. But I'm saying to you right now, whether it's from your youth or from your 20s, 30s, or 40s, whatever it is, find a way to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself completely. Now, don't forgive yourself and then poke holes. Okay, forgive yourself and let it go.
Amen. Ernest says, I'm good. I'm here and I miss you guys. Got to get online with y'all again. In the words of the mystical.
Been too long. Been too long. He's been gone. Yep.
Hey, Andrea, chocolate.
I'm so happy you're here too, Andrea.
We live, learn, and let go.
Say it.
2026.
We will seek peace. Even in doing business, we live, learn, and let go. And we're going to seek peace even during. And that's another thing that happens. The older we get, the more we value peace. Okay. We don't want to go nowhere or talk to anybody that compromises our peace.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Dr. Beverly says, yes, forgiving myself has become easier in this late blooming stage. Hey, Kenny.
Kenny, did you see my men's post? He says, good stuff, Brian. Kenny, thank you very much. I'm telling you, the good stuff that I have came from experience. And where did the experience come from? Bad decisions, mistakes. That's where the good stuff comes from.
That's right. Ernest says 100%. And Ernest James Usher says, Brian, spot on. I'm proud of you knowing that song. Yeah, because he brought one of the children's songs.
Who? All right. That's not a children's song.
Yes,
Mystical.
it is.
Mystical's a children's song? It's 90s and early 2000s.
Yes.
It's not a kid's song.
It's not 70s and 80s.
No, it's not, but it's grown up. Okay. It's more thug sexy.
Is that what it was?
Thug sexy.
Jay Mattier says you learned that time is a treasure.
Come on, Jay Mattier. Tell us about it, man. Talk about it, Jay. You learned as you grow, as you bloom late, you learn that time is a treasure. Mm-hmm. Time is a treasure. Boy, Jay, you preaching right now. I'm going to tell you why. He goes, Jay, Kenny says, yes, I love the topic. He loves the topic that we're going to talk about as men. But time is a treasure. When you do the example of designing your ideal day, like if you take some time, if I had an ideal day, perfect day, do it in two ways, the day that you're in your profession and the day when you don't have to work. Design it in as much detail as you can. If you do that, you'll talk about what time you wake up. I'm waking up with Lisa. We're gonna have beautiful breakfast downstairs in the hotel restaurant. An ideal day in my profession. I go give a workshop from 9 till 12. Then I have lunch with very interesting people, a great lunch with interesting people. We take some time to rest. And then I do some more of my workshop. We have a beautiful time in the city that we're new to. We explore some of the city, that night. That's an ideal day in my professional life for me. But if you design your ideal day, I want you to ask yourself, how much time do you budget for TV watching or for scrolling in your ideal day? How much time do you budget for that? And you'll find that you don't budget no time for that because it's not a part of your ideal day.
Jay says, and people are your most valuable resource.
Viable resource.
Dr. Beverly goes on to say, late blooming. Is it really late, or is God saving the
Come on.
best for world changing or atmosphere shifting or pattern change?
Is it really late? Yeah, but my friends did it in their 30s. Or I know people, or you see people on Facebook living their life, traveling all over the place, right? In their younger age. Are they really? I love it.
Are they really?
Is it really late? Okay. Somebody's already highlighted Colonel Sanders, okay, in his 60s starting his venture. Okay. What about people who achieve in their 70s? Was it ever late? No. They just bloomed then. It wasn't late. They just bloomed
That was
then.
exactly on time.
It was exactly what? It was exactly on time. Okay.
Sister Susan is agreeing with Dr. Beverly. She said
That was powerful.
Dr.
And
Beverly.
it is.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping y'all feel this today in your spirits, in your sha na na, to quote Dr. Lisa. I never said that word before, but I've heard her say it for 10 years. Feel that in your sha na na. That's a Dr. Lisa-ism, by the way. But you hang around somebody so much. She says my stuff all the time. All the time. Jay now highlights it as valuable.
I know what he meant.
You know what he meant.
But that's okay.
I read what he said.
I got you.
Okay. Valuable. Let's go back to it. He says, and people are your most valuable resource. I like it. Your most valuable resource. Come on, Jay, draw that line out a little bit more. What do you mean by people are your most valuable resource? Because a lot of people, as they bloom late, their circle shrinks. Mm-hmm. Their circle of friends shrinks. Not just because they dying off, but because they don't want to spend time with people that don't fulfill them. They don't want to spend time with people that drains their energy. They spend less time with anybody draining their energy, and they want to spend more time with people that stimulate them intellectually, that either have a level of conversation or can teach something.
Absolutely. He said that's why it's important to work on your health. I don't want to bloom and then be sick or out of shape.
Yes, man. Man, Kenny, I saw something yesterday that just convicted my spirit too. He says, when you get to age 60 and above, everything you don't move, you're gonna lose. If you don't move these knees and hips, you're gonna lose the function. They're gonna rust on you. I was like, oh my God, rust. Okay, you're gonna use that calf muscle. Everything you don't move and use, you're gonna lose it. It's gonna rust out on you.
Rust out like the Tin Man.
Like the Tin Man, yes. And you're gonna need some oil.
Some WD-40. I realized that my arms don't come up as easily because I don't have occasion to do this as often.
Well, we need to find some more occasions for you to throw your hands up in there and wave them like you just don't care. Okay. Man, I used to play so much basketball. But speaking of the arms, I played so much basketball. I mean, like every day from 10 to 10, I was playing basketball. And there was a time where I was playing so much basketball from year to year. If I didn't play like within 2 days, my arms felt funny. My arms felt crazy because I hadn't played ball. I hadn't thrown my hands. I hadn't played defense. I hadn't taken my J. My body would feel bad or different. If I had to go 3 days without playing, Kenny Tucker says.
I'm using everything.
And it's a little thought. That thing too. If you're not moving your sexual tools, they're gonna rust out on you too, ladies. and men.
They're going to contribute to just not, they ain't going to work no more.
They ain't gonna work as well. Okay, they're gonna have to add some oil to them. Use that thing. Stop saying that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I apologize. I take that back. I take that back. I take that back.
Oh, yeah, incorrigible.
I take that back. Strike it from the record. Okay.
You
It's
know
not.
it's already locked in.
I know that's a lawyer trick. Okay. Andrea, I apologize. I apologize. I apologize, Andrea.
No.
I apologize, Andrea. It's 9:30 now. We designated around 9:30 as the time that we highlight from the amazing book from Michael A. Carson. Today in
African American History, 366 Days of Historical Events and Accomplishments by Michael A. Carson.
So
and
we decided every day that you see us, we're going to take some time to do that. That baby.
And on this day in African American history in 2018, the motion picture Black Panther was released. Shortly after, it became the highest grossing comic book superhero movie in film. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
In film history. It was also the first movie with a predominantly African American cast to earn $1 billion worldwide. Ryan Coogler became the second African American director of a $1 billion grossing movie, joining F. Gary Gray, who was the first. And F. Gary Gray directed the film The Face of the Furious, which released The Fate of the Furious.
Oh, The Fate of the Furious. Okay,
which was released in 2017.
That's amazing. Black Panther was released on this day in 2018. The movie Black Panther was in 2018.
Jay says there's nothing we can have and do, and there's nothing that you've done and become without a person's interaction.
Amen. Now I get about people. Brother Alan Edwards, I'm so happy that you're here, Alan Edwards. Alan Edwards makes us international because he's across the pond from us.
So is
Ernest. He says, Brian is so much worth listening to with a star. Thank you. Alan, I want your contribution to this star too. Late bloomers succeed. That's our topic of focus this morning. Late bloomers. Think about yourself. Think about how much smarter you are as a late bloomer. Think about how dumb you were at age 25.
Not dumb.
You were dumb at age 25. Okay? Unenlightened, fine. Okay, but you don't know then. You didn't know then what you know now. You know more.
And you didn't even know that you needed to know it.
You thought you knew, but you didn't. That's the thing. You thought you knew back then, but life teaches you. Life keeps on lifing. Yeah.
He said I was completely dumb at 25.
But you're right, Susan. You weren't, and so was I. But you didn't feel like you were dumb then because you was too dumb to know that you was dumb back then. Late bloomers succeed. I'm enjoying this conversation very much. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys visit with us tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Monday Night Sales Mastery. I promise you, you're going to love it, especially if you're an entrepreneur. And it's already been brought up on the first and the third Monday of every calendar month. DrLisa hosts a group called WIN, Women Empower. Yeah, the first and third Tuesday of each month, which is tomorrow, because normally Tuesday follows Monday, right? But anyway, the first and third Tuesday of every calendar month, she hosts a group called WIN, Women Empowerment Networks. And at the same time, I hope it hosts a separate group called MEN, Male Empowerment Networks. Okay.
We're doing something a little bit differently with Women Empowerment Networks over the next couple of months. We will have guest hosts and guest leaders for Women Empowerment Networks each Tuesday, and I'm excited. I know that Brittany is taking the first Monday in March. Brittany Thomas. I know that Sister Jacqueline will be leading some of the sessions. And I'm looking forward to hearing from Carmelo. I'm looking forward to hearing from Dr. Barbara as well as Dr. Deborah and each of the segments that they're going to share.
Wonderful. We're going to take turns leading it.
Mhm.
Kenny Tucker says, if you don't realize how dumb you were, you haven't grown at all. And he's right. One of my heroes, Muhammad Ali, says it this way: if a man is 50 years old and thinks like he did when he's 25, he's wasted 25 years.
Wow.
Just the thinking of it. Miss Phyllis says,
That's with anything. If you don't use it, you will lose it.
and she also says, absolutely. I'm going to say this here. I know Kenny's in the room. I know Jay's in the room. Over the years, we started Male Empowerment Networks in 2013. And in 2013, it was much more interracial. It had more black people and white people, and even had other races too, and even had a gay man or two would come through. But over the years, as the room has become completely black over the years. And I always cheerfully recognize the right of the majority to govern, but the men's group has been exclusively for black men for years now. And I haven't said this before, and I'm going to bounce it off of Jay Mattier and Kenny Tucker again, but I think I'm moving to a place where I want other races in the room. Want. I haven't said that before. I think I want to have the right kind of men, believers, strong men in the room. And I'm going to bounce it off you guys more later. Okay?
We have a ebb and flow in women empowerment, but I'm grateful that we have maintained diversity in our room and in our system.
You feel like you maintained it?
Yeah.
Okay. I've not been able to maintain it, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try again, I think.
I love my sisters, all of them.
Mm-hmm. And you're the right person there too. I think you're uniquely
ambiguous enough.
Well, you've been through again, late bloom. You've been through enough things and enough situations. You've been through that corporate world. You've climbed the corporate ladder. You've been through that world where you've accumulated stuff and lost, and then you accumulated again and lost some stuff. Boy, that'll teach you a lesson too. Life will teach you some stuff when you get kicked in the belly a couple of times, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm looking forward to some sun today. This weekend did have a bit more rain in it than I was looking forward to. I had hoped to be outside.
You're in luck because today is going to be warmer than yesterday, but tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday this week in this part of the country, we up into the high 60s, low 70s. What? That's what you've been looking for. And sunny. Sunny.
Yes, I think I'm going to go for it.
It's going to be a bright and sunshiny day.
Bright,
sunshiny day. That's what we're going to have. And we're looking forward to those things too. I want to say to you, ma'am and sir, whatever's going on in your world right now, you're blessed. Whatever's going on in your world right now, whatever tribulation you're going on right now, you're blessed.
We may have to turn the air conditioner on today. It's crazy, right? Go from one extreme to the next.
That's the weather. But you are blessed, and that thing you're going through is for your good. Trials come to make us strong. Trials come to make us strong. And I like to think the trials that I've experienced that come to make me strong, because I have to lean on that a lot of times, they make me strong in a particular area.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like heartbreak in a relationship.
Yeah.
I needed to be stronger in that area of my life. That's how I look at God as filing me. You know, he needed to be, or a friend disappoint me. A friend borrows money and then I never hear from him again. I needed to get that edge. I needed to learn that. Okay.
Miss Phyllis says, "You don't know what you don't know." You're absolutely right. I hear what you're saying in that, and I think I have a tendency because of my life experiences to often put the cart before the horse.
Okay.
Meaning that because I have realized that so many situations have brought about wisdom through the experience, I often over examine the experience. So like because I'm anticipating what I'm going to learn from it. So I don't let myself learn from it while I'm going through it. I keep pulling myself, well, you should have learned this and you got to teach that. And then you already learned this and then you should teach that. So it's a lot of resetting that goes on during.
Yeah, but it sounds heavy too.
It is.
One thing I got out of it is the wisdom to realize it. And you have to live long enough and been through enough things to have the wisdom to realize. I'm sometimes missing it because I'm trying to figure it out while I'm doing it. Anticipating it, yes.
Anticipating the lesson, I anticipate the result.
But even me trying to understand that, it felt heavy.
It is heavy. It's very difficult. That's why it's hard for me to explain it when I'm going through it because I'm doing both jobs. I'm trying to simply get through it and also trying to learn from it. Dr. Beverly says, they're calling me on my day off. Beverly to the rescue.
There's a lot in that too. One thing is they realize they need you. Okay, you're needed. And then your willingness, Beverly to the rescue with the right spirit and attitude. Because her attitude could have been, damn, let me take a break. But her attitude is, Beverly to the rescue. That's better. That's better. Your attitude going into things has a lot to do with how successful that thing becomes. Your attitude. Dr. Beverly also says, yes, I meant in because I'm already at work. Okay, yeah, they called you in, but you're already at work. We good. We good. Beverly to the rescue. All right, it's 9:41. It's our time for us to start saying thank you the way we say thank you to our consistent contributors. Please scroll up. The way they say thank you to them is with greeting songs and with greeting logos. There's some of you guys have been coming here regularly that don't have a greeting song yet. And I want you to have one. Like Alan Edwards needs a greeting jam. Okay, that's one. But we do have one for Miss Phyllis, and it goes, Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss
So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Uzama Rock, that's all.
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama.
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama. Good morning, Mr. Uzama Ra. How you doing, man? Dr. Beverly has a logo. Everybody in Dr. Beverly's sphere right now, get ready. About to do her jam. Dr. Beverly, get them ready. Here we go. Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly.
Hey, good morning
to you and the rest of your crew. That's Dr. Beverly's jam. I want to make sure that everyone there around her heard it. Susan Kennedy's got a song too. Susan Kennedy. You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful. Good morning, Susan Kennedy. That's Susan Kennedy's jam. Carmela Baker's got one too. And it goes, they call her Carmelo because she's nice and sweet. See, Carmelo for your books and treats. That's Carmelo Baker's jam that she blessed us with. Jay Mattier's got one too. Jay Mattier's jam goes like this. Get ready. Get ready. Oh, get ready. Get ready. That's it, Jay comes. Get ready. That's it, Jay comes. Get ready. That's it, Jay comes. Wait, Patricia's got one. Dancing machine, right? Dancing. Patricia's jam is like dancing. Boom, boom, boom. She's a dancing machine. She's a dancing machine. I want to put her name in it somewhere. Patrina Mattier is a dancing. Boom, boom, boom. She's a dancing machine. Let's keep going. Miss Phyllis has a Miss Julie Ray Hammontree's got a jam too. And it goes Julie Ray Hammontree.
Find out what she means to me.
Julie Ray Hammontree. Arthur Net has one from years ago. It goes, at this table we sit.
Making it legit.
Because when the net hits the show, that's the next jam. Good morning, Arthur Net. We're glad that you came in the room this morning.
Absolutely.
We're scrolling down. Farrah Campbell, what we doing? We're saying thank you to our consistent contributors, people who put stuff in the comment section that we can read. That count as a contributor. Ernest James Usher has one too, and it goes, if you need web designing
or some digital marketing,
don't call me. Call Ernest James Usher. Ernest James Usher. That's his jam. Andrea Chocolate Butterfly's got one too. And it goes,
chocolate butterfly, sail across the water. Tell your sons and your daughters what the promise brings.
How cool is that? Put a little bit of into it. That's good. Kenny Tucker's got one too. And it goes, Kenny! Kenny Tucker was the name that they gave me. Kenny! That's his jam right there. Come on.
I love your song, Andrea.
Yeah, good. I'm using everything. I love it.
Amen.
Alan Edwards, you deserve a jam because you've been contributing, Alan.
Didn't Alan have one?
No.
This is his first time?
No, he's been here a lot of times.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I thought he had one. I thought he had a Tina Turner song. Simply the best. That wasn't Alan? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Vincento.
Good morning to you, my sister.
Vincento, what's good? What's good? Nah, yeah, happy Monday to you
Monday,
too.
Vincento. Supermom herself. You know, when you are mother of one child, you got responsibility. That child has a personality that you have to foster, and you want to teach that one child to be a confident, growing child. When you get two children, you still want the same things for them, but your level of responsibility is that ratcheted up. You got another personality. When you get three of them, okay, now you develop some systems because you can't do with three the same thing you can do with one. And then when you get four of them, your whole life has to be about systems. How do we get this done? How do we get this group of people over there? How do we get this group of people fed? How do we get this group of people dressed? How do we get this group of people in bed? With all that going on, the systems development, and then to do that and also be an entrepreneur and to be a wife and to do it beautifully, Vincenta, you are a superhero.
That's right.
I want to encourage my sister today. Her and her loving, amazing husband, Tim. I'm so proud of both of them. Yeah.
We love. Yes, we love.
It's about 9:47. We still got a few more minutes with you. Today's topic, late bloomers succeed. Late bloomers succeed. Did anybody do anything interesting this past weekend that you want to tell us about? My wife has already highlighted how the Monday following Valentine's is typically Valentine's candy discount day. Probably will be to this year, particularly, maybe especially at bigger stores like Walmart and all that. I don't want to go to Walmart, but we're gonna go get. Well, I promised her we're gonna go get her big heart-shaped Valentine's candy box today. That's what we gonna do.
For myself, there's a no sharing zone.
Then we gotta get a smaller box. If you only want to keep it to yourself, you can, but we gotta get a smaller box for that. Don't get a giant candy box for yourself.
The biggest
you get the giant one to share.
No.
That's what that's for. Nah, son.
Hey, Brian
Johnson, I'm so happy that you're here, Brian. Brian, today's topic was late bloomers. Succeed. Late bloomers. And it's really because of what life has taught them. Life has taught them everything ain't for me. Everything ain't for me. My peace matters more than everything else. I have depth of knowing myself and the world around me. Good morning, Brian Johnson. How you doing, man? Brian, I think I need to reach out to you specifically. There's something in mind that I want to talk to you about, Brian.
That was good. He says, I'm one. That's right. A late bloomer weekend, all it says to that, and I'm grateful that we are still striving for that late bloom success. And is it really late blooming? That was an interesting comment that was thrown. Is it really late blooming?
Yes, Dr. Beverly threw that out there. is it really late?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we people's society says it's late.
Right. But is it really exactly on time?
Or is it exactly on time? You know, a friend I like, a guy I like a lot, Dr. Will Moreland, he made that post sharing this popular theme about in your 40s you work for this way, in your 50s you work like that, but in your 60s you only work when you want to. When I mentioned that to my wife last month, she goes, "Well, all the people in the 60s that I know are working their butts off, okay? Even the most successful people we know in their 60s are working their butts off." So when he posted that, 60s and 70s, our friends in their 60s and 70s are still doing it, okay? So
doing it well.
When Dr. Will Moreland posted that this morning, I put a graphic up of throwing a challenge flag, the NFL challenge flag. So I'm calling
flag on the play.
I'm throwing a challenge flag on that because in your 60s, that's part of your 3 most productive decade. You don't just ass around in your 60s. You go get it in your 60s. 60s, you go get it. Okay. Your late 50s and 60s, that's not time to just chill. That might be an old school concept.
Yeah.
Because when they thought 60 years old was decrepit, 65.
Finished.
Yeah, you're done. You've lived your life at 65. No. You're in your peak earning years. You're in your peak. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to get out of here, y'all. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to today. I'm looking forward to tonight. I hope you are too. Monday's a great day to set your goals for the week. If you don't set some goals for the week, and not a lot of them, just a few. Set a goal on how many presentations you want to do, entrepreneur. How many presentations is not dependent upon the result. How many actual presentations? How many appointments you're going to schedule? And how much money you're going for this week. That's the 3 goals I would ask you to set.
And in the meantime and in between time, don't forget to have sex because it's good and good for you.